Well, what's going on? It's Johnny on the spot. Hopefully, you're seeing this and there's not too much of a delay, and you can see me, and it's clear. Like I'm moving around, everybody can see. It's not like glitching. If you're on, again, if you came on at 12:30, I apologize. Holy cow, we're having some internet issues in the house. I don't know what's going on, but I sure appreciate you being here. It's Johnny on the spot. We had every intention of doing Sketchy Live last night, and of course, we had the technical difficulties. And I don't know who's going to pop on today, but my plan is to try to do the sketch that I did last night. I don't know how far we're going to get, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Oh, excuse me. It's showing that I have one person on, which welcome that one person. Thanks for showing up. Sometimes that's the computer popping on going, hey, how can we hide this? Now I got two people. Hopefully the comments will start showing up in the comments. Anyways, it's Johnny on the spot. Please, please, please tell me if you can see me and if everything is working. And of course, my phone is on the other side there. Let me grab it. I'm going to announce on my phone that I'm live. Shut up. Getting old. Getting old is fun. If you're young, stay young. I'm telling you, and also do exercise. Hubcap Dylan, what's up? Hey man, can you do me a favor, Hubcap Dylan? I'm counting on you. Can you see me clearly? Is everything moving all right? Does it feel like there's any glitches or anything? If you could tell me that, I'd appreciate it. Last night we had so much problems and it was glitching and things going on. So if you could tell me, at least it looks like you're on YouTube. If, from YouTube's point of view, are we golden? Perfect. Hubcap Dylan saying just fine. So I'm gonna go with that we're doing okay. Okay, so let's do this. So last night I had planned every intention of doing a sketch here on my new Apple iPad Pro, utilizing the program Procreate, and so that's my intention this evening, is to do that. Let me switch these views. There we go. So you can kind of see me and you can kind of see our screen. I tell you, I got to pop through this really quick because there's also a Christmas gift on this. Where's my screen as well? And I got to hide it. Okay, perfect. It didn't show up on the screen. So we've got this cool little, I think it's a Dodge. And I started to do a sketch last night of it and was going to ink it out and do a Christmas scene and the whole 9 yards. And then I had every intention of making it available as a giveaway for last night. So since we can't do that, I'm going to do it tonight or today on Johnny on the Spot. But what my plan is I hope that I can kind of also talk through some of the different features in Procreate that I've learned and some of my favorite pins and things to use and some new ones I found working on some extra fun projects for Christmas. Let me zoom in a smidgen more. There we go. That have showed up that I'm like, oh my God, this particular pin is amazing. So yeah, so that's what I thought I'd do. So currently, when I usually start sketching, this one I was utilizing this standard pencil that is in this pack I got from, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a website where you can go on and you can get all kinds of different Procreate brushes and effects and different things like this. This one was like a retro pack, and it has this really cool standard pencil, and the pencil's got such a cool texture. So I thought I'd utilize that. But now that we're kind of in a time crunch, and I don't want to do a pencil sketch and then into an ink sketch and never get to color. I think I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to go to my tried and true, the thing that I like to use, which is the calligraphy pen in Procreate Studio. It's in the classic library, and it's calligraphy, and it's the script pen that I like to use. And then I've got some settings that I've already preset over here on this side. Same with the preset of the opacity. and I just really enjoy this particular pen to do my inking on. So yeah, let me again make sure that I pop on and let everybody know that we're live. Doing this now, just so people know. And I appreciate you stopping in. The funny thing is, isn't it interesting the way the internet works? Like, I don't even know if anybody's going to see this. Somehow, some way, my profile in Facebook is now turned to this. It's put me in this business suite thing, which I don't particularly like. But it was the only way I could keep my name as Johnny Jalopy in Facebook. Otherwise, they're like, "What's your real name?" Which my real name is Johnny. Wood is my last name, and Jalopy is a nickname. And so, I'm like, it's not like I'm, making myself Elmer Fudd, and that's not really my name. So this is my name. So Facebook, hey, get over it. Okay. So we're in this big screen. So we're going to use the calligraphy pen. And again, I've got this light sketch that I did, and it's this, I think it's a Dodge cab that I've put on like a snowcat bottom with a stake bedside that we're going to put some packages and things like that coming from Santa. So if you've got any questions about how Procreate works or any of those kinds of things, this is how I digitally draw stuff in general. So we've already started some sketches, and here's my layers. I've got underneath my main layer, which is the actual sketch itself. And I'm actually going to erase our pencil drawing. So we're just starting with just our, and then I can add layers. I can move layers around. I've set a background color, which this is really cool. That when I was using some of the other drawing programs, you couldn't set a background color. It was always white. You would make a background color layers, but it was just different. So this is how it works here in this. So again, you're seeing me, no glitches, I'm hoping. And I think we're doing okay. Yeah, it is working, Philip. So here's what I'm going to do, because I don't want it to just be me talking. This cool thing that we use StreamYard to stream this video, and it now has this background music, and I think it helps because it's not just me. It's not just me talking, but it throws a little bit of something in there. I don't think that's the one I liked. No, wasn't that one either. How are we gonna do this? Actually, maybe I did like them. Okay. So at least there's a little something when I'm not talking and I'm just drawing, because that is going to happen because I'm drawing. You got something there that you're like, hey, it's not just me not talking about anything. Cody, what's up? What's going on? Phil, the music is cool. Probably helps you draw a little bit. Kind of gets me in the zone. Kind of mellows me out, and yeah, it's easier to kind of. At least there's something else going on in the background. So we're going to go to our drawing layer above our small sketch underneath, and I know you can see it. I got it lighter than normal because that's what I'm doing. So we're going to go to that layer. We've got our layer. We got to choose we're going to the blackest blacks we can get, and then we got our calligraphy set. Yep, we're ready to go. So we're going to start here at the top, and we're going to start laying. We're going to start laying down the inks here. And this is a nice little feature that Procreate has to. When you make a circle, it'll actually, if you stop in the circle, you can actually make it larger, bigger, and it just creates a really nice, perfect, good circle. I think my circles are pretty good without utilizing it, but on some parts of the sketch, I like to make sure that at least that part's happening. So we're going to try to move quick. And I just want to see how, we're going to get real sketchy on this. And, yeah. So thanks for chiming in, and hey, Benjamin, what's going on? Is it Ben or Benjamin? Do you prefer Ben or Benjamin? Let me know. I don't want to call you the wrong thing. How are the animals? How's the animal business? How about that? Imagine during Christmas, maybe it was a little busy, but maybe not. Sometimes people are, it's so weird to tell what people are going to buy for Christmas. I really thought I'd sell a bunch of my Christmas art this year, and it didn't. So I could easily get discouraged because I didn't sell as much as I had hoped to sell this year. And especially when I'm now gone full time. But I know that's just the tricks of the enemy to get me to doubt my abilities and doubt what I'm doing. When this is what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna be successful at it, because that's the promise. I'm gonna be successful because I put it in. Like today, I easily could have gave up on the internet and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things in Johnny's vocabulary is not in there is quit. I'm not a quitter. In fact, like when I did my job, he likes Ben, and the animals are doing good. Oh, imagining fresh eggs. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Fresh egg sandwich would be so good. But but yeah. So, if you can take anything from me in this time of my life, doing this full time, right before the holidays, not the best time to do it. God's blessed us in our home. My wife's got a good job, or a great job, actually. And she had just quit her job and started a new job right when I changed out of my job. So not the best timing, but it's always on God's timing. That's the important part. And he's taking care of us. So, but yeah, I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to give up on doing this because I thought it was important. I know it's the holidays and everybody's probably busy, and there probably won't be a lot of people watching today on Johnny on the Spot. But you know what? The ones that do show up and have been showing up, I didn't want to let you down. So here we are. And we're going to have fun. We're going to draw this cool little Santa machine, and we're going to have a good time doing it. So I hope you can see how I'm utilizing the tools. Some people would say that's cheating. It's one of the cool tools. And I really love, again, if you see how this calligraphy pen, the action that it has for just sketching, you can move so fast, and it's such a neat feel on how it lays down inks and different things. You can really get some cool effects on it. So we're starting to get the defined part of the cab going here. This actually has a straight line pull too. Like watch, I can pull, like I start getting a little wonky down here. And if I hold it, I can adjust that line. That's pretty cool. I try not to utilize it too much, but like when you're doing like grills on cars, sometimes you need like perfect straight lines. Then sometimes I'll utilize that tool, but we're sketching. So I'm not so much concerned about perfection at this moment, because we're trying to make this loose and have fun with it. And we're trying to put a cool feel to it where it looks sketchy. So we're moving quick, right? We're just laying lines down, having a good time. We're having a good time here. To quote a very funny comedian that I really enjoy watching, Dusty Sledge. We're having a good time. It's like a waiter who comes and says, "The food was amazing." Yes. Even though you're like, "I don't know if it was that good." And you're like, no, it was, right? Yes, it was great, wasn't it? And Ben's probably going, "Has he lost his mind?" He's really talking to himself a lot. Okay, we're going to put Santa in here somewhere. We're just getting our outlines first. So see how I drew that circle pretty close to good. but I can adjust it. And I can actually hit this thing up top and edit it. And I can really play around with. So this helps sometimes when you're doing like renderings and stuff and you've laid some groundwork and you're trying to get a circle down. It's a nice part of the tool. It's definitely not drawing the circle for you, and you still got to do your part. But it definitely helps like when you're trying to get stuff done and speed your sketching process along. It definitely helps. And I'm a firm believer is, these are tools. And there are going to be people that tell you that, like when I first started doing digital, everybody told me, oh, that's cheating. Computer's doing all the work. And I'm like, I don't think so, man. And the funny thing is all those people that were talking junk to Johnny back in the day about just doing as much digital as I did and telling me how wrong I was. Suddenly now, I've all started doing work in the digital medium because, listen, if you want to get stuff done anymore, especially mass produced, if it's not digital, good luck. This has been, I love your, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. I really do, man. Thanks. And I see you've been drawing and stuff like that. So if it's something that you really like to do and enjoy doing, just keep at it. Just know that drawing sometimes can be, it's hard, but anything, as you know, raising animals, anything hard, you got to work hard, and the end result will be something really great. So just don't give up if it's something you really want to do. Stick to it, and you could utilize that thought process with anything in life. Stick to it. Hard stuff has rewards. And there are some things in life that shouldn't be hard, and that's when we go, okay, this is not supposed to be this hard. Am I forcing something? But then there's other things in life that, they're going to be hard. But it's worth it, especially at the end. You show the results of your hard work. That, look at raising little animals. Hard work. And then you raise them and they grow up, and next thing you know, you're eating their eggs. How cool is that? So we're moving along here. We're moving pretty quick. So we're getting in now into we got the, kind of see the grill through. Firing some of the lights a little bit more. Again, I think Santa's going to be hanging his head out of this thing here. All right. I will start working on the frame itself. Again, we're not shooting for major detail here, because we're going to come back and we're going to do some fun stuff. We can add all kinds of character, like I'm building little character bumps. Maybe there's a part of a bumper piece there, and there's another bumper. And notice I didn't draw that in the original sketch. I'm making decisions right now. Kind of like we talked about when we were doing the sketch on paper. See how even in the digital realm of doing a drawing, I'm not changing the way I attack this. I'm still attacking it in the same way. Yeah. Which is, I do a pre-sketch most times just to get my thoughts down on what I want to do. And then now I've got the advantage of, I have kind of like this pre-plan laid down, at least of the shapes and different things I want that need to be there so they look like something. But now I have the advantage because I'm now laying in different lines. I can come back and add stuff. And notice, anybody see me erase anything yet? No erasing. And why is that? Because I'm I'm still sketching this in. I'm imagining things that are there. that aren't there just to make them look interesting. Like those pieces were not there underneath this bumper in my pre-sketch, but in my head I'm like, it just needs something there. Like it should have, like what would be holding up the front of that bumper? Some sort of frame or something. And this again goes back to reference, photos. I did have a reference that I took this from. The things I'm adding were not in the reference. I'm just thinking of like what would make more interesting. And I think that would make it more interesting. Now, this other side track here is really sketched in. And even in the photograph, the reference photo I used, the track on this side was really hard to make out because it's so far away and it was really in the shadows. So I'm laying just definition lines, and guess what's going to happen? Your brain is going to fill it in and you're going to go, oh yeah, those tracks. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, it has tracks. And it's supposed to have these track things, and I see them. So therefore my brain, and all I'm doing is just laying in lines to make your brain fill it in and say, yep, that makes sense. But I'm not concerned about, like, I'm not drawing every single track to make sure every track is perfect. We're laying stuff in to just get the brain to think about what it is or what it's not. And your brain will automatically start filling in the holes because we've seen things, and like we know what we've seen, tanks and different things like that. We know what tank tracks look like. So our brain has got like this, it's memory of things that even you've looked at that you didn't even realize your brain was like storing the information in there, going, okay, well, I'm going to use that later on, and if I need that. Okay, so we've got, this is in the shadows, so I'm just laying that in the shadows. I don't really know what's behind that yet, but look, from that's, does that now look like a track? Hey, what's up, Brian and Lisa McCoy? Good to see you on. Hope everything is good. Booker Builds, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Really appreciate you guys. Again, we're going over this, just doing a little sketching in Procreate. All the things I wanted to do last night on Sketchy Live, and now we've got the opportunity to do this now here in Johnny on the Spot. So we're going to do this quick sketch, and hopefully maybe even get into color, depending upon the time. We're at 24 minutes now. So I'm going to get back to it. There we go. Again, I'm using the Procreate program on on my Apple iPad Pro. And I can tell you from what I understand, this particular program would work in just regular Apple. I didn't have to necessarily do Pro. Why did I do Pro? Memory that was available in it, like that it comes with, was a little bit more, and I was concerned with it because I do a lot of work, and I didn't want to have memory issues because it is a tablet, so I didn't want to have to rely specifically on memory, having to add memory and stuff like that. So that's why I went this route, to make sure that I wouldn't have to do that, to add memory. And I'd also heard on in Procreate, if you start having memory issues, you're limited to even how many layers you can use. And I'm already teaching myself to not rely on the amount of layers. which means I'll go and I'll start combining layers just so I'm not limited in my own, just to kind of cheat the system, just in case, because nothing's worse. If anybody's done this kind of stuff before, you're in there and then suddenly you go to save, or you're working and then the system shuts down. And that's the reason why I got out of what I was using before and went into this, because I was having issues where my computer was just shutting down because it was just too much memory being used. Like every one of these strokes is hundreds or thousands of pixels, and it has the computer's got to remember that. So, but I think our little sketch is coming up pretty darn cool. I just made the brush a little bit larger, so now you can see my lines are much more meat on them. I'm laying a lot more black down than before. Sometimes I'll do that, the hash marks, just to remind myself of where I had planned to lay shadow. It's coming along, but we're moving. And this is under the vehicle, so we're not so much concerned with how much detail. Do you know? I'm just laying lines down. I'm creating things that look like there's different types of surfaces that are on the bottom of this. I'm not really drawing anything specific. I'm just laying shadows and light spots where surfaces of things would be. Fooling your mind into thinking there's all kinds of stuff going on underneath there. There's a whole frame thing going. There's all kinds of stuff. I've been able to catch you during the day. Haven't been able to catch you. That's okay, man. Hey, listen, whenever you can be on, I appreciate it. And don't forget, you can go to YouTube and you can watch the episodes after they've aired, even though I know you're not there live and you don't get to chime in and hear the funny comments as they happen. I'll tell you, the more people that will go watch those episodes after it's live, that's what really helps. That's where we could still use the most help, is trying to grow the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys hanging in and watching me here, which is fantastic. And we've got some people on YouTube, which is great. But our overall presence on YouTube, I wish, was stronger. We've got a decent following, but like our overall viewer hours or viewer minutes is every single cycle that tells YouTube the monetization part, which is where they'll start paying you to be on YouTube and be a channel. We always end up being like 100 hours or 200 hours short. It's crazy. And we're talking like we have to get to 3,000, 4,000 hours watched. And every single time, every cycle, we're 200 or 100 hours short. And it just makes me go, oh, if someone would have just watched, some more of the playback. And I know, listen, here's the disadvantage I have that we do this live. What I'm learning more and more about YouTube. Live doesn't allow the algorithms to send this stuff to everybody. So I'm actually relying mostly on people that follow me, that they're watching enough, and maybe I'm not getting as many new viewers because the algorithm isn't sending the videos to new people. And it's all a game. It's all this algorithm and different stuff. And I'm dumb and I don't play the rules, which means, I'm not trying to do this solely for getting monetized and making money off of YouTube, even though this is now my full-time job. And I should be trying every aspect and every way to not cheat, but figure out how to get it to be monetized. But I like doing live. I like the interaction with you on the spot at the time you're watching, not going in, editing, and making sure everything is 1,000% perfect. I That's just never been how I've been. I'd rather have the actual realistic, true interaction, and not that it's phony when you're, because 99% of everybody else who has a YouTube channel does it where they record and then they upload it, and that's how you do it. You record, then you upload, and then you let it sit before you even post it. You upload it to the system, and you allow the system to then start. And actually, I guess supposedly this is what I've heard from people that told me. The system watches it and then goes, oh, they used these words and they talked about this thing and these people probably would enjoy that. And then they send in your YouTube stuff, the little bars that are on the side, like suggestions, they send it out that way. And they suggest, hey, this will be something you might want to watch because it does the things and talks about the things you like. And because I do it live, it doesn't give YouTube an opportunity to do that in their algorithms. I'm counting on word of mouth or the people that watch me, that they'll watch the videos all the way through. So I'd appreciate if you could watch when you can watch and tell your friends. That would help me a ton. Did anybody know that, or did I just teach you something? I hope. So there's a reason why your favorite YouTube channels generally aren't doing lives. They'll do occasional lives like, hey, we're going to give you an opportunity to talk to us live. So here you go. And it's because if they go live, there's less of a chance of you seeing their stuff. Not to mention, they also have to deal with any errors and just deal with them. Like trying to get on and then the internet doesn't work. What are we thinking? What do we think of this little thing so far? I'm going to zoom out again one more time. Give you a chance to take a look where we're at. Make this pen a little small. Whoops. Dig in this jam. Someday I'm going to figure out how to take these. It's got these gestures that it has, which is if I push the pin or I hold the pin a specific way. Like if I do that, see how it called that up? Or that. And it keeps happening, and I don't know how to get it to stop doing it. It's annoying the hell out of me. Because I'm like, can it just... I hold the pencil the way I hold it. Maybe, you know what? Take your own advice, Johnny. Maybe I'm holding it too far forward near the button, and I'm going to stop doing that. That's what I told you to do with a regular pencil. So why am I doing it with this Apple pencil? And I probably should have just done that this whole time. All right, we're close to the track getting finished here. Still got to figure out how I'm going to get the old SC in there. Santa Claus. And hopefully you're ready for Christmas. I know I am. Excited to spend time with family and excited to talk, and we have a project planned that we're gonna do. We're gonna do, like, if anybody's ever heard of painting with a twist, we're gonna actually do something like that with my family, where we're gonna we got some canvases and we have some ideas of some art we're gonna try to recreate, and that's just what we're gonna do instead of just sitting around watching TV. We're gonna do an art project together as a family. So we thought that would be fun. So I would suggest the same thing. It creates memories because it's, we used to do gingerbread houses, and that was but everybody's working now. So finding time where everybody can have off has been difficult. A blessing also, because at least everybody's working. The kids, which is great. Do. So across those lines, I'm now going in and I'm erasing what I just drew. Oops. Trying not to erase too far. And I did. Got a catchy little jam to it. Okay, now I'm going to go underneath my inked layer, create my little shadow spot. I'm going to add another new layer. I'm going to draw a circle. It wasn't great. I'm going to color that circle. I'm going to put that circle where I wanted it. I'm going to distort that circle. There's our shadow. And I'm going to lighten this. And then I'm going to erase. All right. There's a little snowcat. What do you think? Russ, hey, welcome. Merry Christmas to all. Thanks for popping on, Russ. Randall, appreciate you. Hope everything is great, man. And Phil, thanks for popping over to YouTube. Yeah, any views when we're doing it live help as well. Comments as well. And just know, I'd really appreciate if you could pop on afterwards, hit like and subscribe, the notifications, all that stuff that YouTube wants you to do. But what is even funner is, even though you're commenting in here and you can see your comments on the thing, these comments don't even count. Isn't that sad? That you guys we're interacting together and we're commenting with each other and stuff like that. But as far as the algorithm doesn't, or thinks, it doesn't think we're interacting until after the show is over, and then you go in and you make a comment of like, hey, cool show, or blah 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 blah. And then if I interact with you, then it goes, oh my gosh, this guy's really interacting with the people that watch, and people are saying stuff. It's so silly. It just drives me crazy. But anyways, all right, let's start laying some color down. So again, what I do is I've got 2 layers of our, I'm going to actually take off our sketch. You know what? I'm going to leave the sketch in. I always like the way that looks with a little bit of the under sketch in there. So we're going to go our bottom layer. So we're now, what I'm going to do is I'm coloring underneath all this line work. So what it allows to do, for instance, I'm going to go to this dark red. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to go into our shadows first. We're going to lay shadows down first. And the shadows are just so we get some depth. And I usually like to use an airbrush. The soft brush is what I do. We've got the opacity down. I'm going to test a little bit. Could be a little better. Maybe a little more. Because this is already a gray, so that's probably what. So we're going this layer underneath all the drawing layers, and I'm going to lay shadows. So right now, like there's shadow underneath this track area. Really, I should be doing this with black. And let's see what happens there. See, that's too much. Too much. We'll try that. Okay, now let's do it. So we're laying shadow down. See, now suddenly this became very 3-dimensional. I'm gonna make this much darker, way back. Makes that other track stand out more. Okay, we're gonna go inside the cab here and lay some shadow. Take my eraser because I don't want it to bleed. The shadows are bleeding outside of where, oops. And we're moving, trying to move quick. Okay, so now that cab has become 3-dimensional. Okay, so we have this little deal here that's got some underlying stuff. I'm gonna make, if I can, make this a little bit smaller. It would be casting a shadow down. I'm gonna take my eraser and I'm erasing. I'm erasing. So now we have a shadow in there. Headlights. Half this barrel's going to be kind of casting a shadow on parts of the bumper. It wouldn't be seeing light. You with me? So this has got a little bit of a rounded spot on it. So we're just laying to give it three-dimensional. Same thing with this part of the fender. Casting a shadow. Side of the wood that we got here, we're laying sort of casting a shadow on those pieces of wood. We really haven't done, added any color yet, and it already has some of the areas I don't want of the gray. I just go in and erase them. Right. So like in between these stakes, I want the light to shine through so you can tell that wood stakes were there. You with me? See that? It's giving some definition. Yeah, definitely, right? Do the hearts and emojis count during lives? I think so. I think it helps during the live. So thank you for doing those if you are. And the crazy thing is what YouTube sees is everything that has to do with, sadly, it feels like everything that has to do with after the show when it comes to live broadcast, but it's all good. So now we're going to go above this shadow line, creating a new layer, and I'm going to start going into coloring it. So we want to make this cab red, white, and blue, right? So I'm going to pick a darker red, and then we're going to work from darks to lights. So I'm going to go darker red, and then I'm going to go to this interesting organic drawing tool. It just leaves this really cool texture. I'm going to try this. I haven't tried this for coloring yet, so I'm going to try it here, and I think it's going to just add some texture to the drawing itself that I think will look cool. Other people would color this, and they would probably use the eyedropper tool, where you just go in and you pick your color and you lay it in. And that's normally sometimes how I'll do it, but I just really dig this texture it's leaving. I don't know if you can see it. I'm up close. It's an interesting that I found this working on another project. And I was like, oh my God, that's a cool texture. Let's try it. So I'm going to mess with the opacity, not so much the size of the texture. And I didn't want to do it there, the color there, but that's okay. We'll go back. I think it just gives like that old chipped paint look, which is so cool. I really am digging it. Now I'm coloring over stuff that, like this chrome piece, that's going to be chrome, and I'm coloring over it. like as I plan. Like I'm not staying on the lines. I'm not worried about whether I'm in the lines or not. I'm at the lines. Oh no. So I'm going to go back and erase that too. Clean that up. And this is why sometimes my stuff takes a little bit longer than others, because I don't use all the, I don't want to say cheat stuff, because they're a different tool. I work a certain way, and I'm so comfortable working that way that I don't like going and doing it different. I take that texture. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Let's go to a lighter red now. We're gonna add in some we're adding patina basically. And let's do that. Patina, I think this is a great tool to do. Like this thing was used for different companies, and even though Santa's using it, Santa likes some patina. He thinks it's pretty cool. Going back to the red, and again, notice I'm not erasing yet. I'm gonna go a little darker red. Lay all the spots of this push bar. Maybe I want a little more brown. Yeah, almost kind of rusty. Darker brown. What are we thinking, guys? Definitely no cheating. We feel when you're drawing. Thanks. So I'm gonna add some color to this. See, I'm kind of just even sketching this stuff where I'm laying color down. Right there, what I did is I liked this brown color I was using. So I was able to just touch the color itself and it shows that color, and then I can adjust darker or lighter. supposed to be snow, so maybe I got this shadow a little too deep. Let's shadow up a little bit. There we go. There's our machine. What do you think? Okay, so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to pick my eraser, and I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And again, this is where other people, I don't see a lot of people doing it this way. I think it takes, yeah, it probably takes a little longer, but it just allows me to just, by feel, lay color in, not concerning myself am I being perfectly in the lines, because I know I can go back and erase what I don't like. And I'm sure this just adds more time to the drawing, so but it works with my process, how I like to do it. Is that it allows more blending of color, I think. And also there I'm saving some layer because I didn't change layers as I moved into different colors. It allows me to kind of blend as well. And sometimes if you're doing chrome, you get color bleed in that. Like the other colors reflect off chrome. Sometimes it just gives a cool look. Sometimes I leave it. Like this particular brush, I just love the textural, like all these little scratches it makes. It's really cool. It adds some more interestingness to the color itself. It looks cool. What do you think? Oh, thanks. I think it looked too easy. I don't know about all that. Okay, so we've got our sort of our colors down. I still haven't figured out where we're putting Santa yet. I'm going to add him in the end. I think I'm going to make this just so it kind of matches. I'm going to make this barrel. I'm going to make it blue. Okay, let's start thinking about how we're going to lay chrome down. So I'm going to go back to my airbrush for this because I don't want that same textural stuff in the although maybe it would be kind of cool. We're going to stick with it. So we're going to add our gray tones to grayish blues in our chrome, things we're going to make chrome. Holy cow, I forgot a whole spot right here. So we're gonna pick that same red. So that's the cool thing, is we can go in there, we can choose the red we need from the drawing. And I actually want this to be white. So it's going to be kind of a dirty white. The gestures thing drives me crazy. Because I touched that thing the wrong way with my hand, it just erased everything I just did. Which is why I'm now got my pencil way far away, or my hand far from the screen, because that just drives me nuts. It's another thing I got to learn to stop doing, laying my hand. Right? Maybe the fender is white as well. Right? Okay. Oh, we're back to our chrome. Sorry, I was working in our chrome. So our main color is like a light blue. We're using the grayish blue tones. And we're going to lay in where chrome's going to be. Which, in this little particular thing, there's not a lot of chrome. And maybe we don't have Santa in it. Maybe it's just sitting, waiting for its job. It's like Rudolph. Just waiting. It's like Rudolph. That's hilarious. Okay. We're gonna go a little light colors because I'm gonna start adding in some highlight stuff. So we're gonna go above this layer. Now adding stuff to this layer. And again, I may have to go back to our other brush. No, it's letting me do it. Okay. Good. So I'm just trying to get, Dum, 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 dum. Don't. There's spots where the light's hitting down here at the bottom. Okay, we're just trying to give some dimension. Right? Again, when we get to the next part, which is going to be really where we're laying in the highlights, I'm going to go over the top of this line work. This we're just laying in color highlights, just to add. Right? Okay. Oops. I want to keep our background color. The background color it is. I'm adding a layer, but then I'm going to move this layer above it. Well, try that again. There we go. This way, this layer is underneath because this is where I want to start laying some, what we're going to call snow. Right. You're a snowy environment. And then a little more bluish. Now I'm going to go above all of it. Anybody seeing snow yet? Does it look like snow? Anybody else seeing it? Hopefully. Okay, let's lay the windshields in. We're gonna do like a yellowy kind of a windshield on it. We're gonna go back to our airbrush. Light, nope, perfect. And we're gonna go above this layer. See what happens with this. Nope. Need to erase. And that's our back window, yellowish. Now I'll add our front windows. Okay, there's our windows. Now we erase all that stuff around the windows. A little too much there. And this is how I create windshields. And I think we're gonna be that like Santa stepped out of this cab and is off doing something. Maybe he's cutting trees down or something. So we're gonna add where the headlights and stuff are on. Let's first make sure we got this stuff going right. Back down here, we need to get our orange lights in. Orange, please. Okay. We'll make this kind of a yellowy orange as well. And you'll see why in a sec. We're good. Okay, let's start adding our highlights. Okay. So there's not a ton of shiny stuff going on, right? But we're gonna make it look like the headlights are on. So here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the top layer again, add another layer. And we're gonna find like a cream color. Okay, back to our airbrush. Right, a little bit wider, a little bit larger. And then what we're going to do, oops, nope, smaller, a little more definition, a little yellower. There you go. Oh, let's finish our snowman back here. Actually, I'm going to go back to that first original sketching pencil, hit black, and we're going to use him. Let's sign it. Oh no, let's we got work to do. Hold on. Sign it. What are you talking about, Johnny? What should be on the side? Search and rescue. Santa's search and rescue. Let's see. Everything should be in that same white color. There we go. Santa's Recovery Service. Oh, let's sign it. All right. And there we go, guys. Santa's Recovery Service. Hopefully you had a great time here hanging out with me here at Johnny on the Spot. We went an hour and 30 minutes on this guy from start to finish. Hope you guys had a fun time watching me put this all together, and you can see what we got created here. Tell you what, I'll make these available if you want to message me, and I'll do them just like we did the other things, where I'll make them $15. Normally we sell these things for $20. 17 by 11 was what they'll come printed as. Just message me and say, hey John, I'd like to have the Johnny on the Spot Santa recovery machine, and that is what we're doing for today. Let me get in full screen. So hopefully you had a fun time watching my process and how I work on things. Sure was fun hanging out with you. And hey, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I wish you all the best and a Merry Christmas. And really, really, really lock in, enjoy the time with your loved ones, and just enjoy your time. And if you're by yourself during the holidays, don't forget to ask your friends. I'm sure somebody would love to have you as a part of their to celebrate their holiday as well. So don't think that you have to be by yourself, and just know that. So I'm John Jalopy, hot rod artist, designer, and sometimes fabricator guy. This has been Johnny on the Spot with our holiday Christmas drawing. Had a great time hanging out with you. Hopefully, you had a fun time hanging out with me, and hope to see you again real soon. Merry Christmas. Have a happy New Year if I don't see you then. And of course, don't forget to stay sketchy. We'll see you guys very soon. Later.